let me play for you a couple of quick comments I had on Monday, and I'll show you just how exactly this administration plans for things and how they try and get the news out there and how they script it to benefit themselves and just how easy it is to see. You don't have to be a genius to see it. It's so simple. Let me play you the comments and I'll come back. And my opinion, here is what's going to happen. John Kerry, the fake, fraud, actor, made up joke of a Secretary of State, is going to fly to the Middle East, and there's not going to be a ceasefire, and they will blame Israel for it, saying their demands are too tough. I mean, I don't have to list to you all the things that have happened, the snubbings of Netanyahu, allowing Iran to be able to continue enriching uranium, then extending that another 4 months. I guess they're extending it until they can fully enrich the uranium. That's how long they're going to extend the sanctions. We should go back to the 1967 borders. All the rhetoric and propaganda out of your people on MSNBC, staging skits. And I just asked a question. We know that you don't stand with Israel. You stand with radical Islam. Well, big man, why don't you have the balls to come out and say it? I mean, this is the president here that he's never seen a microphone he doesn't like when he has the opportunity to be able to rail on capitalism, rip the Republicans for something that's going wrong, talk about the rich and the 1%. He can't wait to talk about that. Why are you so silent on this, Barry? Why don't you have the balls to come out and say it? We know that you support radical Islam and Hamas here over Israel because you sympathize with them. It's clear as day to be able to see it. As clear as day as I was able and everybody else to see the stage skit with John Kerry and see the little narrative that you're trying to orchestrate here this week of so-called news with John Kerry trying to work out a ceasefire and it couldn't be done and then we'll blame Israel. It's clear as day to see that, and it's clear as day to be able to see that you don't stand with Israel. So come on, big man. Let's get it all out in the open. Why don't you have the balls to come out and say why you don't support Israel and why you are supporting Hamas in this? Come on, Barry. Quit saying, don't we deserve this? As the nation, the president of the United States here, there's a conflict going on. He stands on one side clearly and stands against another side clearly. So don't we deserve an explanation of what the reason is? But no, the typical little lying, fraud, shyster con artist that you are, you sit there, you stay silent, you manufacture news stories, you make up stage skits, and you hide behind it instead of having the balls to come out and say it. Why don't you man up, Barry? You are the president of the United States. Why don't you come out and explain exactly why you don't stand with Israel? But you won't, because you're nothing more than a little lying, left-wing con artist. That's all you are. You're nothing more than a lying fraud, little shyster, Occupy Wall Streeter in a suit. That's all you are. And you don't even have the balls to come out and defend your position, do you? I'm starting to run out of adjectives that I can use to describe this president on the radio. I'm starting to run out of adjectives that I'm allowed to use on the radio. So I'll sum it up this way. I'll make it simple. Mr. President, you and your entire administration is an absolute disgrace and an embarrassment to the nation.